No, yeah. Anyway, anime talk chat. Steins Gate Zero. I like this show a fair bit. I think it is not on the same level as Steins Gate main show. I would say this is a B tier show, and Steins Gate is S tier, which, you know, is quite a downgrade. But talking about this like this, also apparently when I got me fucked up, you said 3 hours of ads gets you 1 hour of pre-roll free, which is not what I meant. 3 hours of ads gets you 1 hour pre-roll. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's only after you get to do the ads. Wait, sorry, this is all intermittent. I'm gonna stop talking about this. Steins Gate Zero. I would say it's a B tier show compared to the S tier that is Steins Gate, the main show. My main issue with this is a lot of the stuff that would have hit hard, they've already done in the original show. There are some good things in this though. Let's talk about the good things first. I like the focus on Mayuri. I think she is actually getting a really cool character arc. And seeing her emotional was not something I was expecting, but I thought that was really well handled. Again, I love Daru and Suzawa. They're great characters. I wish Okabe had more of a focus in the plot. He kind of feels like a side character in his own show. I think that might be intentional, but he is just kind of there. And then we lead on to the part that I'm not a big fan of, which is the brainwashing storyline and the mad scientist stuff. Chat is not bad, but I was sitting there just going, why should I care about this? This is not what I signed up for this show about, and the main show knew that. The main show was about finding Steins Gate. The issue with Steins Gate Zero for me is it's taking a more general approach to conflict, where it's like, oh, the military forces are gonna take the time machine or destroy it. Cool, that's fine, but that feels very generic compared to what the main show achieves, which is making you care for Christina and Mayuri and wanting them both to be alive. That was the main draw for me with that. It wasn't like, oh no, World War III is going to occur. That was just flavoring, you know, to give like some other stakes to what was going on. And probably the best parts of this show are the stuff where Okabe like argues with the other characters. I like that stuff a lot, but unfortunately, I think it's a bit messy. Especially the fight scenes, I think they're not really that well animated, and they just feel kind of weird to have in the middle of a show that's usually a lot more talkative focused. Saying that, again, I don't think it's bad, I just don't like it. So I would probably put this show in B tier. Again, haven't finished it, got 5 episodes left. That I don't think that's going to change my entire viewpoint on Steins Gate Zero, but we'll see. There's a lot of like moving around and not a whole lot going on. You know, it reminds me a lot of God of War Ragnarok actually, where there's a lot of this rambling going on in the first like 15 episodes, which worked in Steins Gate main show because all of those had a resolution. It doesn't feel like everything's getting a resolution here. Like, everything involving the characters in the first show had a purpose and a point. Like, every single character had a kind of end character arc in their story. All of them. Through the D-mails, through Okabe getting back to the beta time world line. That was all, like, everything had a resolution. Here, it doesn't really have that. There's just so many characters and so much, like, messy plot points that's hitting each other on the head. I like how clean-cut the original show is, but, again, I think it's a fine show, and I'm glad we'll get more Steins Gate. It's just not my cup of tea. Anyway,